Hey Yankees fans, buckle up because today's ride is one for the books, and honestly, I don't even know where to start. There are moments in sports that lift you so high that it feels like you're flying, and then there are moments that crush you so hard you feel every ounce of frustration in your chest. And if you're a Yankees fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that wild roller coaster of emotions that comes with loving this team. Today, we got to witness history, pure, unfiltered, unforgettable history. But we also endured one of those games that make you question everything, that leave you staring at the scoreboard wondering how on earth things slipped away right in front of your eyes. It's the kind of night that perfectly embodies what it means to follow the New York Yankees. 1 second, you're on cloud nine, watching Aaron Judge etch his name alongside the immortals of this franchise, and the next, you're left shaking your head as the bats go cold, and a very beatable Chicago White Sox team somehow manages to snatch the game from your hands. We had an opportunity to win our 8th consecutive game. That's right, 8 straight. Instead, what we walked away with was a 3-2 loss, a missed sweep, and a laundry list of questions about what's coming next as we march into the most crucial stretch of the season. And let's be honest, the way this game unfolded was both maddening and heartbreaking. It started with promise, a sense that today could be different, that the momentum was ours. But after the 3rd inning, the offense evaporated. Completely. Like it never even existed. One man showed up, the rest? They left their bats somewhere back in the dugout because when it mattered, they weren't there. How can I even describe it? The team went 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position, leaving 10 players stranded on the bases. 10. That's not how you win baseball games, no matter who's on the other side of the field. The opportunities were there, staring us in the face, and yet, one by one, they slipped away. Take the 6th inning, for example. 2 runners on, only 1 out, and it feels like the tide is turning, like finally the Yankees are about to reclaim control. But then Anthony Volpe, trying to make something happen, lunges at a pitch completely out of the zone and taps into an inning-ending double play. Just like that, the rally is dead. But if that moment was frustrating, it was nothing compared to the 8th inning. This was the golden opportunity, the chance to seize the game when it hung right there within our grasp. Aim Rosario singled. Jazz Chisholm Jr. drew a walk. Volpe followed with another. Bases loaded, 2 outs, the pressure on Chicago palpable. Every fan watching felt the excitement, the tension building to a fever pitch. And then nothing. Ben Rice comes up, and instead of delivering, he hits a weak check swing grounder that ends the inning, stranding all 3 runners. All 3. It was agonizing, a punch straight to the gut for every Yankees fan hoping for a breakout moment. The offense had been given the perfect setup, and yet, somehow, it collapsed under its own weight. The pitching wasn't flawless either. Luis Gil had a rough start, with his velocity down by 3 to 4 miles per hour, and it showed. A hanging slider allowed Curtis Mee to line a double, and then Will Robertson, batting a paltry .056 on the season, manages to hit his first extra base hit of the year, a double that tied the game. It's almost cruel how baseball works sometimes. But Gil, to his credit, battled back through the middle innings, striking out 7 and looking dominant at times. Yet it's that one lapse, that one small mistake in the 6th inning, a slider that wasn't even terrible, that becomes the defining moment. Carlson Montgomery drives it over the wall for a solo home run that ties the game. And if that wasn't enough, Aaron Boone makes a move in the 8th, bringing in lefty Tim Hill to face left-handed hitters. It works at first, but when Lenyn Sosa, a right-handed batter, steps up, Hill stays in. The result? A sinker down the middle, a home run, and suddenly the Yankees are trailing again, the game slipping through their fingers. Every single misstep compounds, and before you know it, the scoreboard reads the final, cruel numbers, 3-2. And yet, amid all the frustration and the heartbreak, there was something extraordinary happening, something that demanded celebration, even in the midst of a loss. Aaron Judge. From the very first pitch, Judge reminded everyone why he is not just a player, but a living legend. On a 0-2 count, facing a cutter from Martin Perez, he unleashed his swing. Boom! A 426-foot blast that left the stadium in awe. 43rd home run of the season, but not just another number. This was home run number 358 of his career. That swing tied him with the iconic Yogi Berra for 5th place on the Yankees' all-time home run list. Think about that for a moment. Decades of baseball history, a list that had remained untouched since 1957, and now Aaron Judge is standing shoulder to shoulder with the immortals. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, and Yogi Berra. 5 names etched into the very soul of this franchise. And now, Judge has joined them. It is a historic moment, a testament to greatness, a reminder that even in defeat, there are victories worth celebrating. And the best part? He is far from finished. Just 3 home runs away from tying Joe DiMaggio for 4th place. Judge continues to climb the ladder, a god among men in his prime, reshaping the history of this team with every swing. Off the field, the energy in the clubhouse reflected the resilience of the team. Despite the bitter taste of defeat, the Yankees kept things light as they prepared for the upcoming road trip to Houston. There was camaraderie, humor, and a sense that they were not letting one loss define them. Players embraced the moment with a little levity, a theme, a sense of fun, a shared joke among teammates. It's moments like these that reveal the human side of a professional team, that show that even under pressure, they are capable of bonding, laughing, and supporting each other. Looking forward, the stakes could not be higher. The next stretch of games will define the season, with crucial matchups against division rivals and playoff-caliber teams. Every series matters. Every game feels like a playoff match. Against the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, every pitch, every at-bat, every defensive play carries enormous weight. Winning these head-to-head battles could determine the division crown, a goal that has been within reach but is never easy to claim. The road ahead is a gauntlet, 12 games against some of the toughest opponents in the league. These are not just games to fill the schedule. They're the moments that will decide whether this team rises or falls in the standings, whether the dreams of a division title remain alive or slip away. Amid the tension and pressure, reinforcements are on the way. Key players returning from the injured list will add depth and balance to the roster. Ryan Yarrow, absent since mid-June, is set to strengthen the bullpen, while Austin Slater, acquired at the trade deadline and sidelined with a hamstring strain, is expected to return, bringing crucial left-handed hitting for the final stretch. These additions could be the difference between struggle and success, offering hope that the team can recover from setbacks and compete at the highest level. So here we are, a day of history, a day of frustration, a day of anticipation. The emotions swing wildly from elation to despair, from pride to anger, but that is precisely what it means to follow the New York Yankees. To witness greatness, to endure heartbreak, to feel every moment as if the game itself is a reflection of your own passion. The path ahead is daunting, the competition fierce, but the potential for triumph remains. This team has the talent, the history, and the heart to fight through adversity, to seize the moments that matter, and to chase glory with everything they have. It is a thrilling, exhausting, exhilarating journey, and we are all along for the ride. Now, let's take a closer look at what all of this means as we move forward, because the season is at a tipping point. The Yankees sit at 76 wins and 61 losses, second place in the American League East, 3 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays, and just a half game ahead of the Boston Red Sox. That's a razor-thin margin in one of the most competitive divisions in baseball. Every game is magnified, every pitch has consequences, and every moment carries the weight of a playoff run. It's the kind of situation that tests the resolve of players, managers, and fans alike. The pressure isn't just about wins and losses. It's about controlling destiny. The Yankees have the talent to dominate, to seize control of the division, but there is no room for mistakes. No room at all. Looking ahead, the next series against Toronto is more than just another set of games. It's a defining moment. The Blue Jays are not just first place. They are the benchmark. Every swing, every pitch, every defensive play is a direct battle for the division crown. These are not games you can casually overlook. The stakes are enormous. Winning this series could dramatically shrink the gap, giving the Yankees the momentum and confidence to push forward. Losing it, however, could swing the pendulum back in favor of Toronto, making the climb back to first place significantly harder. It's a high-wire act where the margin for error is almost non-existent. The team has to play with precision, focus, and a relentless drive to win. This is the kind of baseball that tests champions, that separates teams that merely survive from teams that truly dominate. And then there's Boston. The Red Sox are breathing down the Yankees' neck, poised to challenge every inch of progress. This series is equally critical. A win over Boston could provide the breathing room the Yankees need, a cushion that allows them to control their own destiny rather than reacting to the results of others. The rivalry between these two franchises is historic, intense, and personal. Every pitch carries the weight of decades of history. Every at-bat is more than a statistic. It's pride, it's reputation, it's the heart of two fan bases clashing. Winning against Boston isn't just about the standings. It's about establishing dominance, proving that the Yankees can rise to the occasion when it matters most. The psychological edge gained from these victories can carry through the remainder of the season, creating a sense of invincibility, a momentum that is often just as important as talent on the field. Now, let's talk about the players, because they're the ones who will determine the outcome of these pivotal games. Aaron Judge, of course, is a central figure. His recent home run tying Yogi Berra on the all-time franchise list is more than just a number. It's a statement. Judge is in the prime of his career, combining power, consistency, and leadership in a way that few have ever matched. Every time he steps to the plate, he brings the potential to change the game entirely. The energy he brings to the team is contagious, and his presence at the top of the lineup sets the tone for the entire offense. But baseball is a team sport, and Judge cannot do it alone. The Yankees need contributions from every corner of the roster. Players like Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Aim Rosario, and others must find ways to step up in these high-pressure moments. It's not just about skill. It's about timing, execution, and the mental toughness required to perform under the glare of expectation. Pitching will also be a decisive factor. Luis Gil's performance in the recent game highlights both the potential and the risk inherent in relying on even top-tier pitchers. His mid-game velocity drop and the mistakes that followed underscore how quickly things can go wrong. But his ability to recover, strike out batters, and dominate portions of the game also shows the resilience and talent that can carry a team through difficult stretches. The bullpen will need to be sharp, every reliever ready to perform in high-leverage situations. The addition of Ryan Yarrow provides depth and flexibility, while Tim Hill and other arms must navigate the fine balance between aggression and control. Every pitch matters, and the margin for error is minimal. Defensively, the Yankees must tighten up as well. The missed opportunities in recent games, left on-base situations, defensive lapses, and crucial plays falling short cannot continue. Baseball is a game of inches and moments, and the difference between victory and defeat often comes down to a single play. The players have to execute fundamentals flawlessly while maintaining composure in the most intense moments. This isn't just about physical skill. It's about focus, awareness, and the ability to rise above pressure. Off the field, the chemistry and camaraderie of the team will be just as important. The lighter moments, the locker room camaraderie, the playful banter, all contribute to a sense of unity that can make a real difference when the stakes are high. Players who support each other, who maintain morale and confidence even after crushing defeats, are the ones who can weather the storm of a long, grueling stretch of games. The Yankees have shown glimpses of this cohesion, and if they can harness it consistently, it could become a secret weapon, giving them the mental edge over every opponent they face. The looming road trip to Houston will also be a test of endurance and focus. Long flights, unfamiliar stadiums, and the physical toll of consecutive games add layers of complexity to an already high-pressure environment. Yet these challenges are also opportunities. Teams that can maintain composure, execute under fatigue, and take advantage of every scoring chance often separate themselves from the rest. The Yankees must approach each game with discipline and intensity, understanding that every at-bat and every pitch could define the trajectory of the season. In the grand scheme, the next 12 games will define everything. Every matchup against the Blue Jays, Red Sox, Astros, and Tigers carries implications far beyond a simple win or loss. These games are a crucible, a test of skill, strategy, and mental fortitude. The division race, the playoff positioning, and ultimately, the chance to compete for a championship hinge on performance in these moments. The Yankees have the talent and history to rise to the occasion, but it will take a collective effort, unwavering focus, and the ability to convert potential into execution. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The baseball world is buzzing with speculation and excitement after the New York Yankees reportedly secured the signing of Miguel Vargas, a young and promising infielder whose offensive capabilities have reportedly taken scouts and analysts by surprise. Sources close to the team suggest that the Yankees are counting on Vargas to provide a fresh spark to their lineup, a move that insiders describe as both strategic and daring given the volatility of rookie performance at the major league level. Rumors circulating in the clubhouse and among insiders hint at extensive discussions over contract terms, potential position assignments, and the ways in which Vargas' dynamic batting style could be integrated into a team renowned for its storied history and high expectations. Analysts have noted that the Yankees' acquisition strategy in recent seasons has increasingly focused on combining experienced veterans with high-upside younger players, and Vargas fits squarely into this vision. Even casual observers of sport are now speculating about the immediate impact Vargas might have during the next season, with whispers suggesting that his potential to hit home runs in clutch situations could redefine the team's offensive dynamics. There is talk of late-night negotiations, phone calls between scouts, and behind-the-scenes evaluations, all feeding into the narrative that this signing could be a game-changer. Even if questions remain about how quickly Vargas can adapt to the pressures of playing in Yankee Stadium and under the scrutiny of a fervent fan base accustomed to success. While the official statements from the Yankees front office have been measured, insiders continue to fuel the rumor mill with tantalizing hints regarding Vargas' skill set and expected contributions. Reports indicate that scouts were particularly impressed with his ability to drive the ball consistently to all fields, a trait often considered rare among players of his age and experience level. The chatter suggests that there is a growing belief within the organization that Vargas could become a cornerstone of the team's future offensive lineup, with coaches reportedly planning to tailor training and hitting programs to maximize his unique talents. Among the whispers, there are even discussions of potential position shifts designed to take full advantage of Vargas' agility, speed, and strategic instincts on the field. Fan forums and social media platforms have exploded with speculation, creating a virtually constant stream of conjecture about how this newcomer will mesh with established stars and whether his presence could catalyze a dramatic resurgence for the Yankees. The intrigue is further fueled by whispers of informal workouts and secretive practice sessions, all pointing to a carefully orchestrated effort to integrate Vargas into the team's complex system while also testing his resilience under the intense spotlight of New York media. Even opponents are reportedly watching closely, weighing the potential threat this new addition might pose as pitchers try to anticipate his tendencies and strategists attempt to predict how his presence could shift the balance of power within the league. Among insiders, one of the most persistent rumors concerns the timing and circumstances under which Miguel Vargas will make his official debut with the Yankees, a subject of heated debate among sports columnists and analysts alike. Some whisper that the team might hold him back briefly to acclimate to the major league pace, while others speculate that his debut could occur as early as the opening series, in an effort to make an immediate statement. Scouting reports allegedly describe Vargas as a fearless hitter, unafraid to challenge pitchers with diverse repertoires, a trait that has prompted whispers comparing him to past legends who made dramatic impacts early in their careers. The clubhouse buzz reportedly reflects a mixture of cautious optimism and excitement, as veteran players reportedly observe his preparation and offer subtle guidance, while attempting not to reveal too much to competing teams. Rumors also suggest a behind-the-scenes effort to align Vargas' batting approach with the Yankees' broader strategic goals, including situational hitting, base running aggression, and defensive positioning. Industry insiders and baseball journalists have taken to their networks, quietly trading tips and predictions about the potential ripple effects of Vargas' arrival, sparking debates over whether he will become a foundational piece for the franchise or an electrifying short-term phenomenon. While no official statistics have yet been produced in the major league context, the murmurs surrounding his abilities are intense enough to fuel speculation about record-breaking moments and highlight reel plays that could dominate sport headlines if Vargas lives up to the early hype. Financial insiders and sport economists have also joined the chorus of speculation, debating the potential implications of the Yankees' reported acquisition of Miguel Vargas on both ticket sales and merchandise revenue. Rumors suggest that the organization anticipates a surge in fan engagement, driven by the excitement surrounding a young, high-profile addition whose potential offensive firepower could dramatically alter the team's performance metrics. Sports betting circles are reportedly abuzz, with odds being quietly adjusted to reflect the anticipated influence of Vargas' batting and fielding on game outcomes, further fueling whispers among fans and analysts. Beyond the economic chatter, there is significant debate within sports commentary forums about how Vargas' playing style will integrate with established veterans, particularly those who command key positions and have defined leadership roles within the clubhouse. Whispered anecdotes about his competitive mindset, training habits, and adaptability to high-pressure situations continue to circulate, suggesting that his arrival is seen not just as an isolated talent acquisition, but as part of a broader strategic maneuver to solidify the Yankees' offensive potential for seasons to come. Even casual observers, drawn in by the media buzz and social media speculation, are reportedly weighing in, debating batting averages, defensive positioning, and how Vargas' presence could shift the psychological dynamics of the team, creating a scenario where both excitement and uncertainty dominate every conversation among fans, insiders, and analysts alike. Finally, whispers from sources close to the league suggest that Miguel Vargas' arrival could trigger a cascade of reactions across the major leagues, as rival teams scramble to anticipate the Yankees' next moves in player development and lineup strategy. Sports writers have reportedly been exchanging cryptic hints and insider commentary about the potential ripple effect his performance might have, speculating on trades, lineup adjustments, and even shifts in pitching strategies aimed at countering the rookie's impact. Rumors abound that coaches are designing drills and tactical sessions tailored specifically to maximize Vargas' strengths, while analysts debate which aspects of his play might prove most disruptive to opposing teams. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.